Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting conversation from Financial Insight. I'm your host for this conversation, and my name is Mwelwa Kenneth and I'm at the KPMG Zambia HQ right here in Lusaka, Zambia, where I'll be sitting down with the managing partner to discuss an exciting publication that came at the tail end of 2024. And this publication is on the embracing the future, AI's role in auditing and accounting, published by KPMG and authored by Jason Kazilimani. So stay tuned for more insights from this conversation. Hello again and welcome back. So as I had indicated in the intro of this interview, I am at the KPMG HQ with Mr. Jason Kazilimani Jr, who is the country partner for Zambia. Jason, how are you doing?
Very well, thanks, and it's always a pleasure to see you.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure to have a conversation with you.
Absolutely. It's always nice to be hosted at your offices, and this beginning, being the beginning of 2025, we just thought it was nice to just come and touch base on a number of issues. But hot off the press was obviously, you're embracing the role, the future, AI's role in auditing and accounting. But before we get into it, are you just able to give us an overview of what people who get this particular report to expect?
Okay, well, it talks about KPMG's what we call trusted AI, which is basically our strategic approach and framework designed by the firm to responsibly and ethically utilize artificial intelligence. It's got basically three principles. It's values-driven, it's human-centric, and it also emphasizes trustworthiness. And it does have these principles are underpinned by 8 ethical pillars. One is fairness, ensuring that AI systems treat all individuals fairly and equitably. Another one is transparency, which is very important in our universe. The world of accounting and auditing is all about disclosures. So making AI process decisions understandable and interpretable. It talks about accountability, holding users accountable. Users need to be responsible and accountable for all AI outcomes. You cannot just blame the machine. You cannot blame the computer. Someone's got to be accountable. Privacy and security, emphasizes safeguarding data and ensuring compliance with privacy regulations, robustness and safety, building AI systems that are reliable, resilient, and safe. Very key. Then human control, ensuring humans remain in control of AI systems. Remember the movie series, The Terminator?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I don't want machines running around and causing havoc all over the world. So humans have got to maintain control of AI systems ultimately. Ethical use, deploying AI for positive impact, societal impact. We've seen all these deep fake movies, deep fake clips, which can be very damaging to people. They can be used to attack people, malign people, or basically spread false news. So that's very, very key. Continuous monitoring as well, regularly assessing AI systems to maintain trustworthiness, explainability, ensuring that there are clear explanations for all AI decisions. And finally, but not the least, is auditability, enabling scrutiny and validation of artificial intelligence processes. So there's been a lot of thought that has gone into it, because we believe AI can make a difference in everything that we do, everything that everyone else does, as long as it's used in a responsible and ethical manner.
Wow, this is very, very interesting, and obviously, KPMG is showing leadership in the AI space and bringing that into the auditing process. But are you able to elaborate how KPMG's trusted AI framework is being implemented in the auditing process, and what sort of benefits can like some of your customers or clients expect?
Okay. Well, to put it simply, we are employing AI to go through vast amounts of data, which the ordinary human mind won't be able to process in a short while. It enables us to identify outliers, risky transactions, suspicious transactions. All those are to meet what we call the high-risk criteria. So it does make things easier and ensures that we have, sufficient coverage before we issue an opinion or before we issue a report or conclusion or a deliverable. The benefits we've noted are, look, as I said, there's an enhanced identification of high-risk transactions that's been enhanced. There's improved audit quality through larger and more complex data analysis because the processes are quite robust. And also it frees up the time for the auditor himself to, spend more time on judgment and analysis and evaluation of the results. Rather than getting the data information, you spend more time on analysis and judgment. So the human component is really brought to the fore.
Right. Now that's very, very interesting. That means that, to a certain extent, you do envisage that AI will be changing the role of, of auditors in the long term. How do you envision it, evolving the role of auditors? And, what sort of skills do you think, modern day auditors will need to remain relevant to utilize this AI technology?
Good question. I would say, you say, how will it change? It's already started changing. Not just here, but even if you ask some of the other practitioners in the other firms, they'll tell you I suspect they'll tell you that their processes have changed as well. So it will redefine auditors' roles by automating repetitive tasks. And as I said earlier, placing more emphasis upon analysis and interpretation of the results. So auditors I expect to evolve into specialists who interpret AI-driven insights and validate findings and ensuring ethical and reliable outcomes at the end game, the end process. What auditors need to do? Well, skills needed, obviously you need technical proficiency. You'll need how to, operate a computer or your phone or whatever program that you have. That's very key. You'll need critical thinking. Critical thinking will be key to enable you to interpret the outputs of AI. Because there'll be a lot of data coming out, a lot of information. So it's really up to you to interpret it. So you need critical thinking. That's a skill that auditors, accountants, and any man of consultant will need. Even engineers will need that, I think. Even lawyers, I dare say, will need that critical thinking. Ethical judgment will be required to identify biases in AI and to ensure that fairness is maintained. Because what goes into AI is what comes out. What's fed into it, what comes out. So you need to be able to apply your mind to identify any biases. Correct? Same way as you sift through videos to sort of say, assess whether or not this is a real video or a deep fake video. So some critical thinking will be required. And then also, you need to be adaptable to stay up to date with emerging trends in AI and technologies. Because technology changes all the time. What was current today, next week will be outdated. So those are required. But out of this, I think for me, critical thinking is number one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, back to the article. It mentions that AI can provide deeper insights into financial data, enabling more informed decision making, as you've alluded to. Can you provide an example of how AI has helped one of your clients, maybe, to gain valuable insights or to identify potential risks?
Okay, not to go into specifics because of client confidentiality, obviously.
Understood. Yes.
But what I've noted is some of my clients in the financial sector, the banking sector, have enhanced their fraud detection capabilities. And also used it in, say, their credit scoring. They use all sorts of analysis to enhance their credit scoring and arrive at the right decision before they, say, originate a loan or any other kind of product, which is pretty key. So, and they use AI to analyze customer data to make inclusive decisions. For example, if they're going to expand an offering in, say, a mortgage offering, for instance, in this demographic, what does AI tell them? Is it going to be profitable? Is this the right demographic to push this particular product, or another kind of product actually appeal to this particular market? Will they make money out of that? Will they be able to benefit society from this product? AI comes into that. We look at the mining sector as well. As you will have heard, a number of mines are using AI tools to identify mineral deposits. So that shortens exploration time and brings forward the mine development time much closer. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's a lot that's happening. There's a lot that clients can use. Yeah.
All right. Now, what measures is KPMG taking to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically in auditing, and that the benefits of AI are shared equitably among all stakeholders?
Okay, I'll go back to some of the pillars I talked about, which are in this little publication. One is fairness. We ensure that AI treats all individuals fairly and equitably. This transparency, providing explainable AI processes. That's important. If you're going to use AI, you need to be able to explain how it works and how it arrives at its particular outcome. There's continuous monitoring as well. We regularly assess AI systems for reliability. You don't want to be using a system that's become unreliable because of it's become outdated or because of the glitch in the system. So that's very, very key. And then also there's human oversight, which is very important. Okay, there's got to be human control over all decision making. AI will tell you, oh, this is probably the best outcome from AI's point of view. But there's still got to be human judgment. Okay, AI, the machine is telling me this, but if I do this without considering other factors, say human factors, societal factors, political factors, what AI is telling me may not be the best route to go. So it's very important that there's still a human touch to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, just to finally touch on, the AI report, how do you think the adoption of AI in auditing will impact the overall quality and integrity of financial reporting in Zambia as a whole? And what role do you see KPMG playing in promoting best practices in that area?
AI will make audits and financial reporting more efficient because to be able to process huge volumes of data, it's already doing that.
Yes.
It's able to quickly identify the outliers, the risky areas, which the auditor or management need to lay more emphasis upon. Okay, so it does increase efficiencies, and that in the end will improve the quality. It will minimize errors in processing data. It will also, I think, offer predictive analysis for proactive decision making, okay, based on the data that they have. But then again, there's predictive analysis, but I must emphasize that there's got to be the human judgment involved, human control. But it will provide the initial data set, the initial information which can be used. And then it should help to streamline with existing regulations like the Data Protection Act and all these other relevant pieces of legislation.
Right. Now, Jason, thank you so much for sharing the insights from this particular report. And to our viewers who are keen on finding out a little bit more, you can get a copy of this one. You can get in touch with the team at KPMG, so you can get your copy. And it's also available online as well. So this has been Mwelwa Kenneth Chibesakunda speaking to Jason Kazilimani Jr, country partner for Zambia. Thank you so much for sharing the AI insights.
Thanks, it was a pleasure.
Absolutely.